Inexperienced, unreliable, and apathetic are some words that generally spring to mind when one thinks about young people. But history shows that they are actually catalysts for social and political change. From the generation of anti-apartheid activists to that of the Fismas Fall movement, young people continue to influence policies, raising their voices against injustice. While there weren't many of them appointed as lawmakers in previous administrations, this year saw a record number of young people going to parliament. But does this mean young voices are finally being taken seriously?
There's definitely an understanding, at least on the part of government, that just based on numbers, young people are extremely important in this country, right? So just that age category is the majority in this country. So there's that understanding. But the way that translates into practice, we don't really see it as being as meaningful and impactful and thought out as it could be. And so you'll often find government will bring in 5 young people and propel them forward and say, look, we're doing all of this for young people, but you've created tokens out of a few people, and that doesn't mean anything for the rest of us.
Pillay works for a youth policy think tank called the Youth Lab. The organization trains young people to use democratic tools at their disposal to hold those in public office to account. They also help them create community development projects. Pillay says the inclusion of young people in decision-making processes should be done in a meaningful way, and they should be given the benefit of doubt.
Young people might not have years and years of experience drafting government policies, but we have all of this experience of being young, and that has to be valued, right, in ways that are actually prioritizing young people and in ways that say, if you speak, I'm going to listen to you. And I think one of the biggest examples where we've gotten it wrong is around these elections, right? So the IEC did big pushes towards crafting their whole campaign around getting young people to vote. But when young people came out and said, we're not voting for these reasons, or these are the questions we have about our democracy, it was shut down. And so when questions are asked, when discussions are needed to be had, young people are pushed aside and said, no, you're too angry, or you're too radical, or you're asking the wrong questions, or you're ungrateful. And it isolates you from the process.
Karabo Nguyuza is another young South African who is doing her bit to help solve some of the country's pressing issues. The 29-year-old owns a guest house in Tembisa in Ekurhuleni. Like Pillay, Nguyuza says genuine inclusion of young people is not just about having the connected few at the table, but also supporting the work the youth does.
The future belongs to us. We are the future leaders, we are the future presidents. Therefore, we should be given opportunities now. When we want to try something, we want them to come on board and to at least help us or assist us or give us the tools and the equipment that we need.
Despite the changes this generation of young people have spearheaded over the past 25 years, some, however, believe there's a vacuum for youth activism in the country. Lindiwe Mabena, SABC News, Johannesburg.